So now, before and after you do each of your experiments in lab, you're going to have to clean all of the glassware that you use. This ensures that it's clean before and after you use it for the next group to use it. So we're going to start today by showing you how to clean a burette. A burette is probably the most difficult piece of glassware in the lab to clean. So to clean a burette, you're going to be using a funnel and a beaker, preferably a clean beaker. So you're going to use a beaker full of water, pour the water into the funnel that's in the burette, and the burette is going to fill. Now, make sure you do this in the sink and be very mindful about the tip of the burette. Burettes are a very expensive piece of glassware in addition to a very difficult piece of glassware to clean. So caution is key. Now comes the part where we need to fill it with cuvette and burette soap to clean it. Now remember that all analytical pieces of glassware need to be cleaned by the cuvette and burette soap, and not the normal granulated soap. So now, once again, we're going to be filling the beaker with some cuvette soap and pouring it into the burette. So we're going to leave a little bit of room there. Take out the long stem funnel. So now once we have this, we're going to take it, invert it a few times to get the cuvette and burette soap around. Keeping in mind to be very gentle with it. Alright, so once we have this, we're going to open the stopcock and let some of the soapy water go out. Now this cleans the tip for us, so there's no need for any of the other soap or any of the other cleaning utensils. So now we're going to dump the rest of the soap out the larger end. Since we've rinsed the burette with soap already, we're going to rinse the burette 3 times with water. So we're going to pour water in through the funnel. Let some out through the stopcock. Pour the rest out. And you're going to repeat this 2 more times. And so now, similar to the burette, a cuvette, because it's also a piece of analytical glassware, gets cleaned a similar way. So now the first thing we're going to do to clean a cuvette is make sure that there aren't any chemicals left in the cuvette. Then we're going to fill it with water. Rinse it. Get a little burette soap. Shake and invert. And rinse a few more times. So if you have a cuvette that, after multiple attempts, hasn't been able to be cleaned, give it to your TA to deal with. So for glassware that isn't a cuvette, pipette, or burette, you're going to be using the normal granulated soap at the sink stations. So pour a little bit of soap in. So you don't want to go overboard with the soap, so that's a good amount right there. Fill it with a little bit of water. And now because we live in Colorado and it's very dry here, we want to make sure that we turn the sink off when we don't need the water immediately. I'm going to scrub this out. Both the inside and the outside. Making sure to get every part of this clean. Now that you've rinsed it out a few times, both the inside and the outside, dry it off and set it back on your cubicle. Once you've rinsed it out a couple times, make sure you dry it properly and place it back in your cubby.